isn't going to rain all the time all weekend, but there still will be plenty of bright spots.
That is what Jeff is telling us this Friday night. What's going on out there now, Jeff?
Not a whole lot out there right now, at least not in our immediate area. We had talked, in fact, earlier broadcasts, 5:30, 6 o'clock, for example, how there would be really isolated activity this evening for people that were going out to the Chesapeake Jubilee or maybe going on to the Greek Festival. We still have, and we'll get to that in a second, we still have a flood warning out, really out of our viewing area with the exception of a little piece of New Kent County out there. It's closer to Richmond. I'll take that off so you can see the various colors. And again, there isn't a whole lot out there. We had one little shower that came through for about 10 or 15 minutes, and then it was rapidly off to the north. That came through right during the dinner hour, but as you can see, for the last 6 hours, nobody else had any rain at all up until the north, and they really got slammed. Up until 10 o'clock, we had a flood warning out for places from Gloucester and Matthews back down here through New Kent and King William, King and Queen, almost 5 inches of rain. Even a little bit farther to the south, there was a significant difference from the north side of Williamsburg to the south side where the ladies LPGA tournament's going on at Kingsmill. Luckily, they did not get nearly as much as Toano and some of those places to the north, so they really missed out on a major storm. You can see 2, 3, 4 inch amounts, even a little bit more than that, as I said, right in this area where it's showing 0. That's because they didn't report rain in Williamsburg or West Point. All of these spots up here, a couple of inches of rain. But more importantly, what can you expect into the weekend? Virtually no rain chances during the rest of the early overnight, and I think those are even overdone toward morning. We'll talk about a lot of times tomorrow when it will not be raining. That's what I'll discuss, and even more dry air moving in for part of Sunday when I return.
All right, there are many outdoor events this weekend despite the rain. The Chesapeake Jubilee, Norfolk Beer Fest, and of course the Norfolk Greek Festival.
That event is rain or shine thanks to some equipment. Chanu Herb was there and shows us how the party will go on.
It's a rainy night here at the Norfolk Greek Fest, but they've got a big old tent, some good food, and that's really all that matters to the people that are here tonight. The party carries on at Greek Fest.
It's festive busy. It's not terribly busy.
Despite the muggy weather and off again, on again rain, the food, the music, the dancing didn't stop.
In fact, it's really good when the weather is like this because it's not too hot and there's a nice cool breeze that goes through the tent.
It's that tent, the one Jeff Belcher can't thank enough for fighting off the rain.
We have the big tent. The big tent is our savior, so, and the man above, of course.
We're famous for this tent. This tent is 100 by 120 feet.
Co-chair Steve Webb will tell you that's a big reason the festival can carry on rain or shine, even through the weekend, as more rain is expected to sweep through the area.
The weather has never, ever been a problem here. You're going to get a little wet, but it doesn't matter. Why? Everyone's a little wet. We've done it so many years. We know what we're doing. We're the best at it. We never have a problem.
Whether the rain comes through every year or not, it doesn't matter. The tent's got them covered, and of course the food is a good attraction too.
Food that you probably experience once in a year, so definitely worth the time.
In Norfolk, Chanu Hurt, 13 News Now.
All right, the Greek Festival is open tomorrow and Sunday at the Annunciation Greek Orthodox Cathedral on Granby Street. It is open until 10 o'clock tomorrow and 7 p.m. on Sunday.
As we mentioned, the rain will not dampen the fun at the Chesapeake Jubilee. That's what organizers told us today when we stopped by Chesapeake City Park. Despite the rain expected throughout this weekend, we're told the festival will go on.
We are rain or shine. We are here. Put on your boots, put on your raincoat. As you can see now, it's hot. We've taken our coats off, so it's beautiful and sunny. So come prepared, but we are here to have fun.
Jubilee is open from 10 until 10 tomorrow. Right now, fireworks are scheduled at 9. The Sunday hours are from noon until 6.
A lot going on this weekend in Hampton Roads over at the Military Aviation Museum in Virginia Beach. There's the Warbirds Over the Beach World War II air show. Because of today's rain, organizers decided today would be a no-fly day. We talked to one of the pilots who will be flying in the show. He says he is optimistic the rain won't stop them from taking off this weekend.
It rains every year. We have this air show. If you want to know when it's going to rain at Virginia Beach, look for this show. We work in between the rain and we got a show going.
The gates open at 9 a.m. both Saturday and Sunday with special exhibits and reenactors. The air show with vintage planes is scheduled from 1 until 3 o'clock both afternoons.
Planes also will be flying this weekend up on the peninsula for the annual Air Power over Hampton Roads Air Show. The show returns to Joint Base Langley Eustis tomorrow and Sunday. This is a GoPro right here. Video from the Geico Skytyper's vintage World War II plane. The planes will perform tactical demonstrations in the air show. This is video from their rehearsal this afternoon showing the view above Langley Air Force Base. The show begins at 10:15 tomorrow morning, and the day is capped with a concert at 5:30 from the country star Trace Atkins. General admission is free. We will not try to justify or defend a controversial classroom assignment at Kempsville High School. That's according to a statement from Virginia Beach Public Schools.
The assignment shocked and disgusted a lot of students and alumni. A poster was created listing racial stereotypes that hung up in the classroom. Robert Boyd has the story.
Well, Virginia Beach Public Schools said this school project was supposed to teach students about the harmful effects of stereotypes. But instead, it only created even more harm.
When you first showed me this, I was very surprised and disgusted to see this. I never would have expected Kempsville to show something like this or assign something like this when they know that there are people who would feel targeted by this kind of language.
Kempsville alumni are referring to this assignment that was recently hung up in a classroom. Students were asked to write down stereotypes referring to an ethnic group. The words and phrases were as racist as it gets.
I think the teacher maybe didn't have any bad intentions by doing it. I think he or she was trying to be like, oh, how can we change these types of stereotypes? But then I think the students maybe thought it was funny or something to say words like this.
But minorities in the class were not amused. The student who posted the picture wrote, "I need y'all to share, share, share. This racist stuff at my school needs to stop."
If I just walked in the classroom and I saw hate speech like that sitting on a board, I would just feel super uncomfortable and I wouldn't know what to say because I know other students would probably point and they would laugh.
Yasmin Galvez says the assignment totally backfired, encouraging hate rather than deterring it.
If I was given this assignment, then I would have immediately complained to Mr. Harris, the principal, because this sort of assignment cannot be tolerated.
Virginia Beach Public Schools released this statement. The activity that led to this should not have happened. It is completely unacceptable that children were put in the position to generate a list of disparaging remarks used to characterize others. But Galvez says an apology is not good enough.
I think there should be some sort of racial training for the teachers, a new batch of that if they don't already have it, because somebody should have known that would not have ended the right way.
Virginia Beach Public Schools said they are doing everything they can to make sure this never happens again. In Virginia Beach, Robert Boyd, 13 News Now.
You can read the entire statement from Virginia Beach Public Schools. It is in the story on our homepage. We will continue to follow this incident and bring you any new developments.
Tonight, a deadly motorcycle crash is under investigation in Norfolk. It happened on Ingleside Road near Cromwell Road. Police blocked traffic from East Princess Anne Road to Tate Terrace all night to clear the scene and investigate what happened. That road reopened a short time ago.
A pedestrian is badly injured tonight after getting hit by a pickup truck in Hampton. It happened at the intersection of Old Buckrow Road and Nickerson Boulevard. Police say a man suffered life-threatening injuries. The victim was flown to a hospital. Officers are investigating the cause of the crash.
We're learning more about the 17-year-old accused of killing 10 people and wounding 10 others at Santa Fe High School in Texas. A judge denied bond for the teen who is charged with capital murder. ABC's Chauncey Glover reports authorities also say explosive devices were found on and around that school today.
Fear and panic at Santa Fe High School.
They're having a shooting at the high school, have an officer down, shooter not in custody.
The school going on lockdown after reports of shots fired on campus around 8 this morning. Authorities arresting 17-year-old Demetrius Pagortes, now being held on capital murder charges. Students saying they first heard fire alarms, then gunfire.
Everybody just started running outside, and next thing you know, everybody looks, and you hear boom, boom, boom.
We need to do more than just pray for the victims and their families.
Parents waiting anxiously, hoping to find their children.
Finally, they were leading her out of the school. Thank God she's okay.
Authorities confirming at least 10 dead and 10 others injured, but the threat of danger extends beyond the high school.
There have been explosive devices found in the high school. and surrounding areas adjacent to the high school.
President Trump addressing the shooting from the White House, vowing to keep students safe.
My administration is determined to do everything in our power to protect our students.
The latest mass shooting comes after the deadly high school shooting in Parkland, Florida. And outrage and frustration over these incidents is growing.
I shouldn't be going through this at my school. Like, this is my daily life. I shouldn't have to feel like that.
Authorities saying that alleged shooter using a shotgun and a .38 revolver. Both of those guns, police say, belong to the shooter's father. They say he owned them legally. This has been the 5th shooting since Parkland High School. In Santa Fe, I'm Chauncey Glover, ABC News.
Well, today's tragedy gives Santa Fe High School unwanted recognition, adding it to the list of deadliest U.S. school shootings. The Virginia Tech massacre is the deadliest, 32 people killed on that campus in 2007, followed by the 26 people killed at Sandy Hook Elementary in 2012. And, of course, just a few months ago, the Florida school shooting claiming the lives of 17 and sparking so many protests nationwide.
Following today's school shooting, Netflix canceled the premiere of its second season of 13 Reasons Why. The teen drama is about a teenager's suicide. The first season drew a lot of criticism. The second season includes a storyline about a foiled school shooting.
And right now, a deadly shooting is under investigation in the parking lot of a high school in Georgia. It happened outside Mount Zion High School in Clayton County, that is just south of Atlanta. We're told 2 women were shot, 1 woman is dead. Authorities say the victims are not students.